Hello, welcome to a movement meditation. I'm going to do 34-ish reps of squats, and I'm going to explain to you today why I love the squats so much. So, first things first, in this video, I'm actually working with a torn meniscus. Torn my meniscus a couple weeks ago, or maybe I just retore it. Maybe I tore it a year ago. I don't know, but I got it diagnosed by a doctor, and the truth is, I'm not going to get surgery done on it. Reason being is I had surgery done on my ACL, MCL, and my meniscus on the other side, and the surgery was actually almost worse than the actual injury. Also, I think surgery is important for some things, like the ACL made sense, but the meniscus not really. So what I'm going to do is, through squatting and some other exercises, really build up my quads to improve my knee health. But I'll be honest with you, what's really doing the most to help me through this is just a continual commitment of moving these joints that feel stiff and feel not so great, but like regularly getting into this extreme squat position. You can see I'm stretching out my hips a little bit here. Gets blood flow to those joints. And so this is the reason why I recommend just squatting or doing some big movement with your whole body for just 34 reps. And it's like the minimum you can do, but it gets blood and fluids flowing to all of the joints and to the muscles. It circulates oxygen, circulates HGH, testosterone, all sorts of things like that. And so if you regularly are moving this, that is happening for your whole body. It's like you're just lubricating your whole body, increasing this space you have in your body, the range of motion that you feel comfortable. So that's the goal, and that's why we keep it short. So you can see here, I started off, I was doing pretty simple squats, but now I'm getting kind of advanced. Rotating the knee, just playing games of like, where can I touch that knee? I really love this one. It ends up like a side stretch, but also is great for the ankle. And it's a great stretch for the toes as well. Highly recommend minimalist shoes if you got them. That's what I got on here, so that the whole foot kind of like feels like a sock with a rubber sole. So lots of dexterity with my feet there. So this is pretty typical of what I do is I'll start squatting. I might get lightheaded. That's very typical. I start squatting and it's easy, and then I kind of make it more and more complicated as I go along. I'm trying to get to the biggest range of motion I can with all sorts of things. So this might look like sitting on my butt. This might look like, bringing my knees to the ground. This right here is a little movement I created with one of my movement mentors, who is Spatial Dynamics. It's kind of like a modern Qigong. Here I am holding energy out in front of my body, using that momentum to go to my knees, and then throwing that energy again behind me to then come back to my feet being on the ground. So here's just some ideas. Just play with it. As Ido Portela once said, there is no bad movement, just bad preparation for movement. So with these movements, you're really quite safe. As long as you're aiming the knees somewhat over the toes, you should be good. If you feel pain and you notice pain, reach out to me, let me know, or follow up with another movement specialist and just see, just move around it. See where is pain-free. See where maybe the edge of your comfort zone is for that day. And just, keep testing out what your body can do. These are called Cossack squats here. These are great, way to build a range of motion of your hips. You're really stretching the adductor, the muscles inside the thighs. As well as really strengthening, is basically doing a single leg squat on one side. So really powerful one. I also find with this one, it's you learn a lot about where your glutes are engaging. You'll notice if your glutes aren't engaging, your knee will collapse in. So to just keep pushing it out. But I hope you enjoyed. Talk soon.